In this video, we're gonna explore the whole Yas Island, starting from each community up to all the theme park. We're talking about Ferrari World, SeaWorld, and Warner Brothers. We're gonna explore all the communities in details and give you an honest opinion about which community is better for you. So behind me, the roller coaster, amateur roller coaster in the SeaWorld. Good. Me and Batman are sharing one thing in common. Basically, Yas Island is unique with the diversity of the communities they have. So we just arrived to our first community here in Yas, West Yas, Villas and Plots. I like this project so much because what it's offering to its residents and owners. West Yas was the first project in Abu Dhabi that gives the owners a zero service charge for their villas or plots. Now talking about the community itself, a lot of greenery areas, a lot of parks, walking tracks and cycling, making West Yas a great community. However, it's ungated community. To some people this is an advantage, to some people this is not an advantage, so I leave this to you to decide. And talking about a community, this community has a small malls, schools, and also close to the canal where you can enjoy your water beach views. So West Yas in general, it has a 4-bedroom and 5-bedroom, and I think West Yas, you know, I believe it's underrated because the value it's offering. I don't know if this swing gonna fits me. So no, bad idea. This is where you know that you got old or got fatter. So anyway, so West Yas has a 4-bedroom and 5-bedroom villas. Each villas has its own type and sizes, but in general, it's spacious if we're talking about villas in Abu Dhabi. Again, there's also an option of having a plot. People already build their own villas. The sizes of plots here in general, they are starting from around 500 square meter up to 1,000 and 1,100 square meter for the plots. So we just arrived to our second stop of the day. Behind me, Yas Gulf Collection, and in front of me, Ansam project. Both are developed by Dar. The project behind me is still under construction. It offers studio 1-bedroom up to 3-bedroom, and behind me, Ansam offers 1-bedroom up to 4-bedroom. Now these two projects, it offers a great Gulf view. We're gonna see it in a bit, but talking in general, this project was built 2018. It has a really nice community, so very spacious apartments. Now nowadays, if we compare sizes together with apartments, Ansam has the biggest sizes of apartments I can say in whole Yas Island. Now, Ansam is around 4 buildings, and Yas Gulf Collection, it's around 13 buildings. Both of them, they have a great golf courses views. So in terms of community, if you're a golfer, this project will be really nice. It maintained their value. However, in Yas Gulf Collection, people who bought around 2 years ago, they made around 20% profit on their down payment. So the studio that was sold initially from the developer, by the way, both of them were developed by Dar, which is the main developer here in Abu Dhabi and the main developer in Yas Island. So initially the price of the studios in Yas Gulf Collection, it was for around 600, 650. And nowadays 900,000 up to 1 million is considered a hot deal here in this location. You know, I was trying to jog for a bit, so I wanted to reach this point in the previous 20 seconds. So this is the Gulf view. I'll leave you to enjoy this view. So we reach our third destination, first entertainment in Yas Island. I have a history with diving, but I wouldn't do it this time. So behind me, the roller coaster, amateur roller coaster in the SeaWorld. Stay with us in this video so we can witness the beast roller coaster. Actually, it's the fastest roller coaster in the world. which is in Ferrari World. Let's go. So we are at Warner Brothers. This is the second theme park we've been to in this video. We still have Ferrari World and the SeaWorld later on. So all communities in Yas Island in general, they will have an easy access, like 5 minutes, 10 minutes drive into these themes park. However, for direct access, you have to get the annual passes. Normally, they are offering packages of silver annual passes, gold and diamond. I'll make sure to leave some details about this in the video. So in Warner Brothers, you can enjoy all the entertainment that any Warner Brothers in the world is offering. Plus, you still have some hotels, which is the Warner Brother Hotel behind me. So, living inside the island while having all these themes park will have a direct impact on the real estate market inside Yas Island. So, when people decide to buy in Yas Island, it's really good in a way that it's less risky when we compare it to other locations. Because again, Yas Island is the entertainment island, not only in Abu Dhabi, but in whole UAE.
Once I get you up there.
Hello, Mr. Batman.
Very suave there.
Good?
Welcome to Gotham City.
Nice.
Is this your first time here?
In Gotham or here?
Gotham City.
It is my first time.
Okay.
Indeed. You're doing good, Batman, saving people's life.
Of course, the scarecrow's on the loose today, so we
Yeah,
gotta
yeah.
stay vigilant.
Good for
Make sure
you.
he doesn't use his fear toxin on
Sure, let's get this thing done.
That is, stand strong.
Thank you, Batman. You're doing good. So thank you. So I can say this, me and Batman are sharing one thing in common. He's saving people's life, and I think I'm trying to save people's investment. Let that sink in. Why so serious? This is the catchphrase for El Joker, one of my favorite actors. Rest in peace. So yeah, we still need to go to, by the way, it's challenging to go to all Yas Island in one video, so I'm trying to squeeze as much as I want to give information, but we need to head to the other side of Yas Island. Let's go to Yas Bay. So we're now in Yas Bay, and next to me, Mayan, a project also developed from a dar, consisting of 5 buildings. What I can say about Yas Bay, this whole area still not fully developed. So please be careful when you decide to buy exactly in this location. I wouldn't say that all the buildings are nice, but be very selective if you choose with Yas Bay. The community itself, it's really nice. So talking about, for example, Mayan, a lot of greenery, high quality finishing, and Mayan is considered to be, if I can put it in a category, it would be the best luxury lifestyle here in Yas Island for apartments. It has a golf courses views and amazing facilities, gym, pools, etc. And next to it, we have that Ferrari. So yeah, next to Mayan, they have the amazing golf view and amazing beach. So this was what making Mayan really stand out in Yas Island. So again, I want to emphasize this point because it's really crucial and important. So when you decide Yas Bay, it's nice because it has all the hotels, all that promenade for walking, restaurant parts, etc. So community-wise, it's amazing. But again, when it comes to real estate in Yas Bay, be very selective. So we are at the famous Etihad Arena, and we're still in Yas Bay. So Etihad Arena is known for their shows with top performing celebrities. Now we're having Mr. Iglesias, soon Kevin Hart will be performing here. So behind me you will have a look at Al Raha beach and the water. Unfortunately it's closed now So, but I'll try to add some videos and footages in the video so you can see the waterfront. So what is making Yas Bay unique, that it has diversity of restaurants, bars, beach clubs, and so on. So we are looking now over Raha Beach area. So again, you can see the construction. So what I like about Abu Dhabi, that they are always developing their infrastructure. So just be gone for like a week, boom, you will find them developing something in the infrastructure that will add value to the area itself. So with Yas Island, now we're on the third theme park. Yas Island, we can say it's the tourist hub. So it's very attractive for people to come here for a visit, which making the properties in Yas Island in general a very good Airbnb investment. Now, going back to the residents who want to live here, it's also very good for family-oriented residents here. It's literally walking distance from all Yas Island, and let's go and explore. So again, Yas Island with all these theme parks and perfectly located close to Dubai and the airport. In terms of short-term rentals, Yas Island is one of the best areas to invest for really good ROI. But again, in general, when it comes to real estate, you need to know the properties and all the insight and the details. For example, there's some properties that is close to the SeaWorld and the Ferrari World. The others are close to Water World and Warner Brothers, yes. So it's really hard now remembering all these theme parks in one day, but we're doing our best, right? So let's see the dolphins. It is so unfortunate that when it comes to theme park, because this is not really the topic of the video. However, I'm trying to show you everything, but each theme park has its own things to discover. So make sure when you visit a theme park to go all around, because on average, I think each theme park will take around 4 to 5 hours. So you can explore everything. To be specific, SeaWorld, I think it's the most one that needs more hours, because there's so many things you can see and so many things you can go to. Now, what we're about to witness is something you cannot see everywhere. It's really unique. We're gonna see the endless view from here. Have a look at this. You know, you actually can feel dizzy standing here. So we just arrived at Water's Edge. This is an apartment, a project with waterfront views. It's consisting of 13 buildings with studios up to 3 bedrooms. Now behind Water's Edge, there's another off-plan project by Dar, and yeah, Water's Edge is developed by Dar. So this one, if we gonna categorize this one, we can put it in a decent project. The Yas Gardenia Bay, which is behind it, and actually we're walking towards it right now, but we're not gonna reach there because it's very hot. Anyway, so the Gardenia Bay is consisting of 23 buildings. In terms of comparison between Water's Edge and Yas Gardenia Bay, both of them, by the way, they're having the same view on the canal. Gardenia Bay has a better quality finishing, but of course, when it comes to quality and finishing, you have to pay the price for it. But in comparison, these two offers the same quality or the same community and the same lifestyle.
Like no other. Yeah, I could stay here with you.
So when it comes to Water's Edge and Gardenia Bay, both of them are low raised buildings. However, the only downside here, and we have to point this out, the airport is located on the other side where I'm pointing right now. So the noise that comes from the flights basically and the airplanes is really, for some people, it's really not that nice. I'll try to show you in a video the noise that comes with it. So yeah, talking about the noises from the airplane, as you can hear it. So going back to Gardenia Bay, now the quality and the finishing is better when we do a comparison with Water's Edge. However, the prices of Gardenia Bay is way higher. So now Gardenia Bay is consisting of studio up to 3-bedroom apartments, just like in Water's Edge. So the comparison, it's only about how much rent you're gonna pay or how much it's gonna cost you to buy an apartment here. So we are now at the last theme park, which is Ferrari World. This facility was established 15 years ago. Looking at the map, 15 years ago, all the projects we talked about today in this video were nearly at the map. So Ferrari World is considered the first establishment that been built on this island, which attracts so many investors and residents to this area. Now Yas Island is still being developed. Still there's a lot of project and community to go through. So formula season, normally Yas Island, for the rental prices, I'm talking about the short lease investments. The short lease investment during the formula season, it goes through the roof. So normally during the Formula One, the prices hikes up a little bit. So if we're talking about the Ferrari World, we must talk about the Formula Rossa, which is the world's fastest roller coaster in the world. And for me personally, I plan to do it, but I just got the SeaWorld one done. And it's gonna be hard to film during this roller coaster because the speed of this roller coaster is above 200 kilometers an hour. So there's no way to keep the camera in a good place to capture it. And now to the most important part in this video, Disneyland. And I want you to listen carefully to what I'm about to say. So Disneyland is an addition to Yas Island. It's a great addition that will change a lot of things around in Yas Island and around Yas Island. So we're talking about Fahd, Raha Beach area, Masdar, Saadiyat Island, all Abu Dhabi in general. However, we're gonna take into consideration about what I'm gonna be saying about the last Disneyland that was built in China, Shanghai. So they announced that Disneyland will be opening in China in 2010. The prices gradually went up in a reasonable way along the construction, which took over more than 6 years. So in 2016, they handed over and they opened Disneyland in China in 2016, and that's only when the prices reach the double or the triple. So what I'm trying to say for people who are watching this video, be careful, don't follow for the initial excitement of the sellers at this moment, because they just announced in 2025 May that Disneyland will be happening in Abu Dhabi, which is great. However, be reasonable, only follow the gradual increasement, don't follow the initial excitement of sellers, because at the end of the day, you're not a developer. If a developer is going to be buying a plot in Yas Island or near Disneyland, the developer will bear the future potential. So they will pay too much money because they are buying the future potential that will happen in 6 years. However, for individual end users or investors who are grabbing some units inside Yas Island, be very selective. Only choose the good prices and don't believe the other people when they are saying the prices will spike up. No, the prices will gradually go up And when we reach the time frame between 2030 and 2033, which is anticipated time for Disneyland to open in Abu Dhabi, that's when the prices will double or triple. So we're now at Yas Mall in Yas Island, and this mall is huge. So literally you're gonna have everything you need under one roof, from shopping centers, dining areas, restaurants. And by the way, Ferrari World is connected to the Yas Mall, so you have two entries to the Ferrari World. You can enter it from the mall itself, as we did, or you can access it from outside. So we just arrived at the beautiful Yas Acres. Now, Yas Acres is really huge, and it took almost half of the north from the Yas Island. So if we're looking at the Yas Island map, north side is mostly taken by Yas Acres. Now, Yas Acres is consisting from different communities, but they all are sharing the same concept and design. The walking for pedestrians, as we're walking right now. Mostly the villas are on each side. Mostly they are single row and so on. So we're talking about Cedars, Rosewood and Aspen. These are the ready project from Yas Acres. And Magnolias and Dahlias, these are still off plan. So if we're talking about Yas Acres, when we do a comparison with West Yas, West Yas has only 4-bedroom and 5-bedroom villas. Unlike Yas Acres, it has it all. So they have 2-bedroom and 3-bedroom townhouses, which is located only in Cedars. So if we're talking about Rosewood and Aspens, this has the 3-bedroom and 4-bedroom twin villas and 4-bedroom standalone second row and 4-bedroom, 5-bedroom and 6-bedroom villas with golf. So we cannot find 6-bedroom and 5-bedroom internal views. All of them are golf views. This is why they are slightly more expensive if we do a comparison with each, because they have amazing golf view. Now, talking about other projects which is also have the same community, I would say, in Yas north side, we're talking about Noya. So Noya 1, Noya Viva and Noya Luma, and the other part of Yas, which is Yas Park Gate and Yas Park View. Now, for Noya and Noya Viva, these are the townhouses, while Noya Luma is the standalone villas. So talking about Yas, Noya 1, 2 and Viva, these are the 2-bedroom and 3-bedroom and 4-bedroom townhouses, and Noya Luma 3-bedroom and 4-bedroom and 5-bedroom standalone villas. These are ready projects, people already live there. So moving now to the Yas Park Gate, which is similar to Noya 1, 2 and Noya Viva. So they are only having townhouses. On the other side, we're talking about Yas Park View with a Mediterranean design. It's 3-bedroom and 4-bedroom and 5-bedroom standalone villa like Noya Luma. However, Noya Luma is modern design, but again, all these projects we just spoke about now, they have the same community we can talk to. So mostly golf courses, cycling track, a lot of parking, as you can see, and the community here is really nice. So they have the clubhouse and so on. So while we're talking about Yas North, we must mention also Yas Riva, which is, by the way, all these projects are developed by DA. So again, Yas Acres and all Yas mostly is developed by DA, which is again the main developer of this island. So Yas Riva, these are the last launch by DA for standalone villas. It's 4-bedroom and 5-bedroom and 6-bedroom standalone villas. Now, while the 6-bedroom and 5-bedroom also has a waterfront view, the 4-bedroom is pushed back to internal views. But still nice. The prices were starting from around 8 million up to 11, 12 million for the 6 bedrooms on the front of the water. Now, lastly, I know it's been a lot of information right now, and I'm already sweating, although the weather is really nice now. If you can see the Gulf there. So it's really nice. The community here is really nice. So if we're talking about the last project, which is also developed by DAR, it's Yas Acres North Bay, which is sold by Dar as plots, G+6, G+7, G+8, and G+9. People bought there to build their own buildings, and they can sell it as individual apartment or keep it as a rental apartment. Now, Yas Acres, lastly, sorry, I forgot Lea Plots. Lea Plots is also considered a part of Yas Acres, but it was sold as plots. So the plot size is starting from around 450 square meter up to 1,000 square meter. People who bought there, they built their own villas, but it's still included from Yas Acres. Again, Yas Acres is really huge. So in conclusion, it's really hard to decide which project is the best. Basically, Yas Island is unique with the diversity of the communities they have, and also the type of entertainment that you will be having in this island. So for more information about which community is better for you, I'll leave my number below. Let's chat, let's talk, where we can discuss everything about the potential of this island. See you soon.